I think my favorite nonfiction book is called Let There Be Light by Stephen J. Hague. In my opinion, that is just the ultimate blending of philosophy, metaphysics, spirituality, just general world perspective, explained so lucidly in a way that doesn't ever lose me as a person that can get lost easily with heavy texts about big concepts. One of the biggest smack in the faces that this book gave me was the average person thinks of the universe as everything that isn't me plus me. Isn't that interesting? Everything that isn't me plus me. I could just talk endlessly about that quote. First of all, that is how we think of the world, isn't it? It's through this lens of self, through this lens of this small self. We can't exactly say what this small self is. We can give some words like a human being, a human body, one human experience. But we experience everything as the absolute center of it. But that whole aspect of everything that isn't me plus me addresses the primary dualistic view of the world, or of reality as it is. The universe, reality, those words kind of become interchangeable in a lot of our own heads. This dualistic idea of a fundamental separation between me and everything that isn't me. I think non-duality would be a lot easier for a lot of us to grasp if it was just the non-duality of everything outside of ourselves. It can all kind of blend together. In our memories, people can blend together, places can blend together, significant distinguishing features can fall to the wayside over time in our memories and whatnot. But the one thing that's distinct about all of it is me. But is it really fair to say that I am some separate thing from everything else just because I inhabit the consciousness of this person? It makes us uncomfortable to think of the fact that reality can be thought of as including everything, including us, including this one individual that I am. I also love that anybody giving that definition really puts a whole lot of importance on this one person that they are, don't they? We're quite significant in that definition, aren't we? Literally everything else gets combined into one little thing, but I need to specifically point out the one person that I am. It reminds me of this joke about significant figures and why they're important that I heard in my statistics class in high school. It's like, well, significant figures are important because of this story. As an example, a guy is working at a museum of natural history and somebody asks him, oh, how old are these dinosaur bones? And he says, they're 100,000,006 years old. And they're like, 100,000,006? Like, that's a very specific number. How'd you get that? He's like, well, because when I started working here, they told me these bones were 100 million years old, and I started working here 6 years ago. We think of this one individual, whatever we want to call ourselves, as very significant when it's not a significant figure. Or at least it doesn't have a hierarchy of significance over everything else. If you want to think about it in a way that's less depressing for our own self-esteem, we just say that it's on an equal plane of significance as everything else. But we don't get to single it out. this one individual just because it's what we are.